on a walk to go get the mail, and we noticed some tires on somebody else's porch, and we're like, those are huge tires. We're kind of nosy. We're gonna go see what they got. We look, and they're the tires that we just bought for the Jeep. And it's like halfway across the complex, actually farther than that. So we're having to roll them uphill to our apartment. And this is really pathetic.
I don't even know how you do this. I'm like, UPS, do you just go, oh hey, I don't know which apartment I'm supposed to drop these off at, so I'm just gonna drop these tires off, these big tires off at, oh, this apartment looks good, let's drop it here. We walked by this apartment and Victoria was like, oh, somebody has tires. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be snoopy, I'm gonna go see what they have. I wanted to see if my boys out there got some good tires or not. And I walk up and I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure these are the tires I just got. And Victoria points out, oh, it says Evan Shanks on it. Oh my God, these are so meaty. These are some meats, dude. These are some meats. We're gonna pass Victoria.
No. Go.
You just gonna leave this one behind? No. Seriously, how do you do that?
Oh my God.
I'm so glad we took a walk and saw those though. What if somebody was just like, free tires, and I never got my tires? Gotta work smarter, not harder. That's not how we planned on starting this video. Bro, these are some meaty tires back there, dude. These are some meats. We are giving Victoria a shot at redemption for yesterday's performance. I think you got this. See, what happened was you started overthinking, and see, like, you started off really good at first. Are you still wearing sandals? Oh my gosh, woman.
Hey, that was a good one.
Oh, that was a really good start. She destroyed my clutch yesterday. I need Victoria to be good at this so that she can do an autocross. Like, she's got to be like prepared so she can drive a stick by herself. Because how awesome would it be if she just did her own autocross? That'd be the funniest video ever. That'd be awesome. That would be great.
Would it be funny?
It wouldn't be funny. It would be funny. Squad. All right, you gotta go across the highway again. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. There you go. Oh, you got it. Give it a good rip. There you go. Good job. All right, and we are at a light. What does she do? When the light turns green, chaos is going to break out. I'm just gonna freak you out just because.
I know.
Oh, it's green, it's green, it's green, go, 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 go. Oh, you stalled. Started. Give it gas, give it gas. Here you go, give it gas. Good job. I did it. Oh my God, I made it stall. Just put the hair in the wind. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. Give it a good rip. Give it a good rip. How do you feel? You did it. You did it. You stalled it? You did so good until now. Oh my God.
Evan has to go pee. What are you doing? He's shy. Woohoo, that smell.
Those brakes are put to work, boy. I thought that was a good parking job. A lot of you guys have asked me, and this has been a popularly requested video for a long time, I want to discuss the cost and what it takes to build a race car. And I'm going to use my 1994 Miata as a platform for that. And I'm going to talk about what I have done to the car, what I've needed to do to the car, and what I've kind of had to do to get it prepped for the track in order for me to actually race this car / HPD / autocross and that kind of thing. First things first, disclaimer, I want you guys to understand that there are a million different ways to build a car out there. So I just want you guys to understand this. What I'm telling you right now and the parts that I used, they're not the exact same parts you're going to have to use. And the price it might cost you to build a car up to a track spec or whatever, this is how I wanted to build the car. And also everything I've done to this car, I want you guys to understand that you don't have to do everything that I've done as well. But first off, I want to get started with what you actually need for the track, especially if you have a convertible. So for those of you who are interested in doing Miatas, the one thing you will absolutely need is a roll bar. I have a Hard Dog M2 or Hard Dog Hardcore M2, M3, hard, easy, soft core, flaccid roll bar. This was about, I want to say with shipping, it was about $750. So really, all you have to do really is buy a stock Miata, put a roll bar in it, and then you can have fun on the track day, given that you pass track inspection and stuff like that. But I want you guys to understand is a lot of track days, people really think that you have to have a hardtop. They think that you have to have racing seats or a racing wheel, or they think you have to have a 5-point harness set or a 6-point harness set. You don't have to have all that, but I'm still gonna go over that because that truly, that kind of stuff, all that kind of safety equipment is truly what makes a car a race car. So to walk around kind of the safety equipment and the stuff on the interior, this is probably the most important stuff that I love and that I think I've done. So we went over the Hard Dog roll bar. That was really, really, really important thing to do, and I installed that myself. And also I want to let you guys know that all of this, all these pricing and stuff like that, this is assuming you do the work yourself. I've done all the work myself on this car, except for a couple exceptions of my friend doing some exhaust work with me. But that was my friend. Whatever. If you have good friends that can help you out, then take advantage of that crap. Racing seats. I grabbed these guys from Winding Road Racing, I think. These are Turn 1. They're remade by Orica. The cool thing about these seats is they're actually OMP seats, but they're restitched by Orica and they're half the price of OMP. So it's really awesome. I got these are about $400 a piece. Now I want you guys to understand that a lot of this stuff was sponsored, so I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors, people that have helped me out on this car. If you're getting 2 seats, you're looking at about a minimum of about $400 a piece, because if you're going to actually race, or you want to do real track days, they need to be FIA approved. I got these Status 5-point harnesses. The problem with these is Status was actually recently bought out, and I don't believe they actually make these anymore. I don't even know what product Status makes anymore. I think they just stick to seats. They got rebranded. I don't even know if they're called Status anymore, which kind of sucks. But I got Status 5-point harnesses. For 5-point harnesses, you're looking at about $200 to $400, depending on the type of harness, and that's for each harness. And that's a really, really crucial part. But do not, if there's anything I need you guys to understand today, it's do not buy 4, 5, 6-point harnesses if you don't have a roll bar. If you plan on actually tracking a car and like really driving the crap out of your car, do not try and save money on getting a roll bar. Don't do it. That's dumb. You're trying to kill yourself. Especially if it's a dedicated track car, do not cheap out and do not start doing stupid stuff just to save a little bit of money. Get an actual roll bar, because your life matters. Unless you just don't care about your life, then whatever, that's all you. Aside from that, I have done a couple things here and there on the interior. You'll notice that I've got this super nice steering wheel. My fiance actually, who's holding the camera right now, she bought me this for my birthday last year. This is a Momo. Get a good look at that. Just get a nice good look. This is a Momo. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but it's like a 12.5-inch wheel. And this is honestly probably racing seat struggles. This is probably the best mod I think I've ever done to the car, because it's like a really ergonomic and helpful addition to the car. And I don't really know how to describe it, but it really makes you feel way more connected to a car when you get a good steering wheel. So if there's anything aside from a roll bar I would say that you need, it's a good, solid, not cheap steering wheel. And you're looking for a steering wheel, you're looking at about anywhere from $100, which is a really cheap wheel, don't recommend that, up to $300 to $400 for like a carbon fiber wheel. Does it look good?
You look so good, babe.
Do I look like a rapper? Do I look like I'm about to drop the most fire album ever?
Yeah.
Good, because that's what I feel like right now.
Just bring it.
One of my favorite things about modding cars is not motor, not power. Power's fun, it's cool, but one of the most crucial things you can do to a car for track use are brakes and suspension and tires. Brakes are very, very, very important on a track. But the thing is, you don't want to go too expensive. I'm just going to be your friend here and tell you, you don't want to spend a whole bunch of crap ton of money on brakes, because you're going to go through brakes really, really fast, especially if you're a good driver. I would get the cheapest blank pads you can get. Don't waste your money on drilled rotors. Don't waste your money on slotted rotors or anything like that. Just get yourself some nice blank pads, or blank rotors. Pads are really, really significant. Your boy screwed up. I got some really stupid, cheap, not great Stop Tech pads, and I hate them. That's why they locked up right over there, you saw earlier. They just don't, it doesn't decelerate the way I want it to. So make sure you do some good research and get yourself a really, really good brake pad. And you're looking at a good combination, especially for the Miata. On the brake, rotors and pads together, I'll probably spend about $150. And that's not cheap. I mean, that's not expensive at all. And another thing is suspension. Suspension is really good, but it's really crucial, especially if you're doing HPD stuff. Drifting is a little different, but if you're doing HPD like autocross and track days and stuff like that, it's really crucial that you get used to the car before you start modding suspension. It's really important to do your research and know why you need what you need. So I was stock suspension for a little while. I did actually track a Miata on stock suspension, so I knew what it felt like. I went ahead and I got BC Racing coilovers that were custom built, and they were extended stroke in the rears, and I got extended top hats. Now, wishing I could go back, I do wish I could go back and get Fortunatos. I think I'm gonna get Fortunatos for this car instead in the future, just because I like Fortunato a lot more, but we'll see. The car still feels like a go-kart, and it's awesome, but for suspension, for real coilover suspension, I wouldn't waste your money on springs and struts. Just go balls out, because you're gonna regret it later on if you don't just do it. Get coilover suspension, stop screwing around, and just do it. You're looking at about 1,000. You're looking to drop a big fat 1G or more on suspension. One of my favorite mods that this car, personally, this is after a lot of research and a lot of driving. I did 2 track days and an autocross in this car before I did it, was a front sway bar. Thankfully, I don't need a rear sway bar in this car. So I got a big beefy front tubular sway bar. It's really awesome. I think I got it for like 250 bucks, really good. Now moving on to, we got some nice NK wheels right here, as you can see. Really beautiful wheels, really beautiful set right here. Just a nice.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. For wheels, for these NKs, you're looking at about 800 to I think about 1,000. You're looking at dropping another G for a nice set of wheels. And on top of that, I got them wrapped in a nice Hankook RS3. It's a track radial. They're really sticky, really grippy tires. I recommend doing a lot of research, getting yourself really good tires. Next purchase are slicks, because I've gotten to the point to where my driving needs slicks. So that, you're looking about that for the suspension, brakes, and that kind of department over here. Victoria's arms are getting tired, so I'm gonna take the camera from here. There's not much more that you need for track. That's the nice thing, is like, I've pretty much covered all the bases that you need for track. So I'm going to talk a little bit about power. This car has like 100-something horsepower, I don't know. I love power, your boy loves horsepower. But I have learned to appreciate cars that drive just by owning this car, and it is absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna go ahead and go over some of the stuff that I've done that isn't required, but is necessary for awesomeness. Plus, I wanted to make this car look cool. First off, I got a Miata R-Lip. Aero is the last thing you need for a car with 100 horsepower. But I mean, dude, you can't deny that looks pretty dope. And I also got tow hooks. Tow hooks are actually needed for some tracks. Some tracks require that you have them. The stock tow hooks on the Miata are no bueno, so you wanna make sure you get some good tow hooks. I got those from Track Dog Racing. I made a custom exhaust, or my friend made a custom exhaust, my boy Ethan. So the story behind that is we replaced the clutch, and that's another thing, you wanna get a good clutch for the track. After we replaced the clutch, we kind of destroyed the stock header, and we're like, ha! Now we gotta buy a new header. So I bought a new header for about 150 bucks, shipped, which was dope, super cheap, but it's awesome because it works. And we built a custom V-banded exhaust all the way back. I spent about $500 or $400, and actually about $500 in materials to build the exhaust. Just for labor alone, to build a custom exhaust like this one, you're gonna be looking at spending like $1,500, but my boy Ethan hooked me up, so didn't do that. So don't try and build custom stuff like me, because it gets really expensive. I can literally hear Victoria's brain going off like, wow, this is really expensive, this is a lot of money. I can hear you yelling in your brain right now. That's about it. I do have the exhaust. I got a few different things here and there, but I don't, am I missing anything? I got like lug nuts. Like, you want some good nuts? Get yourself some good nuts for your car. What?
Cut bumper.
Oh yeah, dude, almost forgot about that. Thank you.
Because of the exhaust.
Because of the, no, actually the exhaust was after. But we went ahead and cut the bumper for aerodynamic reasons and for awesome reasons. And then you can't forget, that would probably cost you several $100s to do, especially as nice as it's done on this one, doing a custom. But again, my boy Ethan hooked me up. And then a subscriber gave me the Fat Daddy sticker, so I didn't have to pay for that. And that adds at least a horsepower. So a bee almost stung me. I think the key point here is do the stuff you need, keep yourself safe in the car, and get what you need when you know you need it. Drive it and figure out what's going on, figure out how the car feels, and figure out how you want it to feel, because people who've built the cars in the past too, they've built that kind of stuff and their opinion's based off of how they drive. You might drive differently, so your opinion might differ from them a lot. So just make sure you do that. Take your time with modding cars, especially when it comes to a race car. Now, if it's just a show car, whatever, bag it, do stupid crap to it all day, I don't care. But when you're actually building a performance car, be careful. What do you have to say, miss?
It's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah.
So, I figured out that, I went ahead and did the math here. I'll go ahead and end it with this, leave you with drop some knowledge bombs on you. To build a track Miata that is prepped and ready to go, aside from the purchase cost of the car, to get it to about the stage that this is at, you're looking to spend anywhere from about $5,500 to about $7,000. You're looking at, I mean, it's serious money, and you want to be safe. You really don't want to cheap out on this kind of stuff, because some of this stuff can actually save your life. Good brakes can save your life. A good roll bar, not a stupid harness bar, a solid roll bar that is put in the right way, that doesn't bolt together, can save your life. So remember that. But yeah, there you go. Gets expensive, boys, but then once you get it all done, you can have a lot of fun with it.
There's dogs going crazy over there.
That's what I'm talking about, though. How fun was that? And not only can you just have stupid fun, just like I just did, it looks stupid good. And the best part about it is it's functional. But the worst part about it is the little kids on the internet that have never driven a car before going to tell you you need more low. But that's all right. You just gotta look past that. Man, I actually am really surprised at how well these tires are holding up, especially with how many burnouts, especially with how many burnouts I do in this thing. But you know that's the most, and I know like $7,000 on top of a Miata might seem like wild and crazy, but at the end of the day, you gotta realize you've put $8,000, let's say, not even. I mean, you could honestly just put a roll bar in there and some tires, be happy, but you put $8,000 into a car that can destroy a Cayman or a Porsche 911 in an autocross. I've done it, so I'm just saying, like, I've actually done it, just for me. But it's a great platform to learn on. I suggest you guys learn on cars that are slower, because I used to think I was really great at driving until I got a Miata. But I encourage you guys to get little project cars if you can afford it. If it's in the budget for you guys, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun, and it'll change your life forever. But be safe out there. Do the right stuff. Don't cheap out on stuff that's going to save your life, and enjoy it, most importantly. And don't stall in the middle of the street like home. Wait, oh, she's outside. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm glad I got gains to hold my lady up.
Are you calling me fat again?
Nope, I'm not calling you fat. What do you mean again? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll catch you guys not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm actually going to take a little bit of a day off. This is the only day off I'm going to have before this weekend. I need to get some stuff done, not just to like play video games and stuff like that, but got some errands and stuff we got to run, got to hang out, and spend some time with the lady before I go to Ocean City this weekend. I'll see you guys in Ocean City with Driven to Cure on June 10th. It'll be wild. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love you. Peace out and be victorious.
I can't believe you called me fat.
I didn't call you fat.
You called me fat. You keep calling me fat.
You are the opposite of fat. You are literally the opposite of fat.
Just call me a whale.
All right, whale. Jeez.